The Black Orchid Gala was a swirl of glittering gowns, polished shoes, and the soft hum of classical music, but Julian felt like a shadow in the grand ballroom. At 28, the struggling painter had never been comfortable surrounded by the city's elite, especially not when his worn canvas bag sat heavily by his side, a stark contrast to the designer clutches and sleek briefcases around him. Tonight, as the glittering chandeliers cast light on the marble floors, Julian lingered near the refreshments table, clutching a glass of sparkling water more out of habit than desire. He had been invited through a friend of a friend, a tenuous connection to the art world's upper echelons. Yet now, standing on the periphery, Julian felt the weight of his invisibility more acutely than ever. He overheard snippets of conversation from nearby guests, voices laced with condescension. Starving artists, one woman whispered with a delicate smirk, always chasing something that'll never pay the bills. Others chuckled, sharing stories of lavish vacations and expensive art collections. The words stung, a reminder of the gulf between his reality and theirs. Julian's chest tightened, and his fingers curled nervously around the glass. The vibrant strokes of his paintings, the nights spent wrestling with colors and canvases, all seemed to mean nothing in this room where wealth dictated worth. He tried to steady his breath, to push back the creeping doubt that whispered he didn't belong here, that his dreams were naive fantasies. Just as he considered slipping out unnoticed, his gaze caught a man standing alone by a column, his posture relaxed but eyes scanning the room with quiet curiosity. The man's tailored suit and composed demeanor set him apart from the casual mingling crowd, yet there was an approachable warmth in his smile when their eyes met. On impulse, Julian stepped forward, the words tumbling out before second thought could intervene. "Dance with me at the gala?" he asked, voice barely above a hopeful whisper. The man's smile widened, genuine and inviting. "I would be honored," he replied, extending a hand with effortless grace. As they moved to the dance floor, Julian felt the initial stiffness in his limbs ease. The music swelled around them, a gentle waltz that seemed to quiet the clamor of the room. The man introduced himself as Dr. Marcus Langston, a physician with a passion for creativity, a surprising detail that immediately piqued Julian's interest. "I've always admired artists," Marcus said softly as they danced. "The way you see the world differently, through colors and shapes. It's a kind of magic." Julian found himself opening up, sharing the story of his journey. The late nights hunched over easels, the struggle to find galleries willing to showcase his work, the constant battle between artistic integrity and financial survival. Marcus listened intently, his eyes reflecting sincere admiration rather than the polite disinterest Julian had come to expect from the wealthy. "I envy your courage," Marcus confessed. "To pursue something so uncertain takes more strength than most people I know." Their conversation deepened, flowing easily as if they'd known each other far longer than the minutes they had danced. Marcus spoke of his own conflicts, balancing the demands of his medical career with a lifelong love for painting and sculpture, a world he seldom shared with colleagues or family. Julian sensed a vulnerability beneath Marcus's composed exterior, a longing for authenticity that mirrored his own. As the song drew to a close, Marcus's hand brushed against an ornate ring on his finger. In the dim light, Julian glimpsed a crest etched into the gold, a symbol that seemed out of place on a doctor's hand. Marcus quickly withdrew the ring, but the moment lingered in Julian's mind, sparking a curiosity tinged with awe. "Is that a family crest?" Julian ventured cautiously. Marcus hesitated, then smiled with a hint of mischief. "Something like that. It's part of a heritage I don't often discuss." Julian's heart quickened. The idea that the man beside him might carry secrets far beyond the confines of the gala added a new dimension to their encounter. Yet, Marcus's warm presence grounded Julian, easing the fear of judgment that so often shadowed his interactions with the elite. As the night progressed, they moved through the crowd together, their conversation weaving between art, medicine, and the challenges of living in worlds that often seemed at odds with their true selves. Marcus's laughter was easy, and Julian found himself smiling in a way he hadn't all evening. When the final song began, Marcus extended his hand once more. "May I have this dance?" Julian nodded, feeling the weight of the moment, an unexpected connection, fragile yet promising, forged in a place where he had expected only alienation. As they swirled beneath the chandeliers, Julian allowed himself to believe that maybe, just maybe, this night was the beginning of something more than a fleeting encounter. The Black Orchid Gala, with its dazzling facades and whispered judgments, had become the backdrop for a meeting that stirred the possibility of a bridge between worlds, a dance of hope amid shadows of doubt. In the weeks following the Black Orchid Gala, Julian found himself replaying the moments with Marcus over and over in his mind. The warmth in his eyes, the easy laughter, the unspoken understanding that had blossomed between them amidst the glittering crowd. Yet, beneath the excitement lay a quiet tension, a question Julian dared not voice until the night Marcus invited him to dinner in a cozy, understated bistro tucked away from the city's ostentatious facades. As they settled into a corner booth, the soft glow of candlelight casting gentle shadows across Marcus's face, Julian felt the weight of unspoken truths between them. Marcus reached into his pocket, removing the ornate gold ring with the family crest, placing it deliberately on the table. "There's something I want to share," Marcus began, his voice steady but edged with vulnerability. "That ring, it represents a lineage I've kept hidden. I'm not just a doctor. I'm heir to a royal family, one with traditions and expectations that often feel suffocating." Julian stared at the ring, absorbing the gravity of Marcus's confession. The man who had stood so confidently beside him at the gala had a secret identity, a world so far removed from Julian's own struggles that it seemed almost unreal. Yet, instead of retreating, Julian reached out, his fingers brushing lightly over the crest. "Why keep it a secret?" Julian asked softly, searching Marcus's eyes. Marcus sighed, the tension in his shoulders easing as he spoke. "Because I wanted to be seen for who I am, not my title. To find connections based on genuine feelings, not social status. It's a lonely path, but it's the one I chose." Julian's heart swelled with a mixture of empathy and admiration. Here was a man juggling the weight of royal expectations and a demanding medical career, all while nurturing a passion for art that mirrored Julian's own. The vulnerability Marcus displayed only deepened Julian's growing affection. "I admire your courage," Julian replied, his voice steady. "To live authentically, despite the pressure to conform." Marcus reached across the table, his hand covering Julian's. "And I admire your strength, pursuing your art despite the obstacles, refusing to let society's judgments define you." Their hands lingered, a silent promise of trust building between them. Over the course of the evening, they shared stories of their contrasting worlds. Marcus's royal heritage, filled with protocol and scrutiny, and Julian's life as a struggling artist, rich in creativity but shadowed by uncertainty. Yet, despite the disparities, they found common ground in their desire to be true to themselves. In the days that followed, their relationship blossomed through late-night phone calls and stolen afternoons at Julian's cramped studio, where paint-streaked walls and scattered canvases bore witness to their growing bond. Marcus surprised Julian with thoughtful gestures, a rare book on Impressionist painters, tickets to a gallery opening, each act a testament to his genuine investment in Julian's dreams. Together, they navigated the delicate balance between Marcus's public responsibilities and Julian's need for creative freedom. Marcus encouraged Julian to submit his work to exhibitions, offering to leverage his connections discreetly, while Julian reminded Marcus to honor his passions beyond the confines of royal duty and medicine. Inspired by their shared love for art and desire to give back, they began planning a collaborative charity exhibition. The event would showcase Julian's paintings alongside contributions from other emerging artists, with proceeds supporting underprivileged youth pursuing creative endeavors. Marcus envisioned it as a bridge between his philanthropic goals and Julian's artistic community, a fusion of their worlds for a greater cause. As the months passed, their partnership grew stronger, rooted in mutual respect and open communication. Marcus gradually introduced Julian to his inner circle, carefully selecting moments to reveal the truth of his heritage. Each disclosure was met with acceptance and warmth, affirming the authenticity of their connection. At the following year's Black Orchid Gala, Marcus took a bold step. Standing before the assembled guests, he publicly acknowledged his relationship with Julian, a gesture that sent ripples through the social strata. Yet, the applause that followed was genuine, a testament to the respect Marcus commanded and the undeniable bond they shared. Julian, standing beside Marcus in a tailored suit that felt both foreign and empowering, felt a surge of pride. The man who had once felt invisible among the elite now stood openly, not as a struggling artist to be pitied, but as a partner embraced by a world that had once seemed impenetrable. Their union became more than a personal triumph. It was a beacon of hope for love transcending societal divides. Together, they challenged expectations and redefined what it meant to belong. 2 years later, their collaboration bore fruit in the form of the Royal Canvas Initiative, a groundbreaking program merging Julian's artistic vision and Marcus's philanthropic foundation. The initiative provided resources, mentorship, and exhibition opportunities for young artists from diverse cultural backgrounds, fostering creativity across borders. In the bright, bustling studio that served as the initiative's headquarters, Julian and Marcus stood side by side, surrounded by the vibrant works of their protégés. The journey from an unexpected dance at a gala to this moment of shared purpose was a testament to the transformative power of connection. Julian smiled, recalling the fear and doubt that had once shadowed his dreams, now replaced by a future illuminated by trust, acceptance, and the promise of endless possibility. Together, they had woven their disparate worlds into a tapestry of hope, proving that love, when nurtured with honesty and courage, could bridge even the widest divides. If you love the story, like the video and subscribe.